They're crazy. Hopefully it's not like a trick of some kind. I mean, I tend to believe it, like. Fight for them. But at least now you have something to look forward to, right? I feel like that's your motto. Oh, okay. To get stronger, okay. So he then doesn't have to hide. Okay, I'll just kill them. I'm kidding. And then what? And just pay them to stay outside? I don't know. Okay. It's a deal. So you're just stalking. Show-and-tell, hi guys, I'm Judy and today I'm going to be watching Solo Leveling Season 1, Episode 8. Let's get into this episode. Check out my Patreon for full reactions. Subscribe. Let's go. That's his father? That's what you need for your business. Okay, why are you explaining it to your son? So that's why you want one for yourself, and you want to compete against them. Okay. Exposition dad. Yeah. Yeah, it is. He could do so much more and he just can't. Hello. Well. Okay. Yeah, and he left them to die. Some of them. And wouldn't take responsibility. That's him, right? Kim? I mean, didn't they though? Yes. So is he gonna be in this? It's kind of sweet to see him with his family, okay, but still. Okay, I guess not that secret. What do you want, guy? Dude. Yes. Oh. She's going through a rough time and not really helping. Go for it, Judy. I think that's your name. So they're all going to come together again? Yeah, I would assume as much.
その場でお断りしました。私が来る前にベク社長がお見えになっていたようですが、何を話されていたんですか?
Is that any of your business? Okay. Maybe it is. So you want to go there again? With all the ends at the beginning, right? I think.
今あなた方に分裂されては困るのです。あなたもあるんじゃないですか。あの島に忘れてきたもの。運足、ビョン、あいつらを殺してください。行ってくる。
荷物は？
大丈夫だ。じゃあ行ってくれ。
え、ちょっと。コンビニ行くんじゃないんだから。
You just expect it to just, go with it. Hello, it's a reunion. Yeah, I know, it looks totally different.
数ヶ月でこんなにも人は変わるものなのか。切断された足はどうしたんだ。ああ、病院で目が覚めたと戻っていたんです。そうか。まだまだ先の長い君が。
I mean, it's really sweet that he's like not. That he's just, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any bitterness.
私は怪我を負ってから時間が経ちすぎたようだ。
Yeah.
どうしてここ
に？ He's also coming. Yeah, and Kim too, and Juhee. So that will be an interesting reunion for everyone. I mean, I wonder. Yeah, it is. Because Jinwoo, Mr. Kim, yeah, I'm worried that Jinwoo is like holding a grudge against him. Yeah, you were running at the time. What is your problem? What are you here for? I guess to help with the dungeon? Apparently. Hunter convicts means that they did something while hunting? Yeah, come on. Prove to yourself you can do it. I mean, they seem crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. Yeah, I wonder about that. Yeah, at least he's ashamed of himself a little. Why do they have like these crazy grins on their faces? These prisoners. Again, I wonder if they did something in a dungeon or while hunting or whatever as hunters that put them in prison, or they're just hunters but they also committed crimes. I guess it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they're hunters. They committed some crimes. We don't know exactly what crimes though. But they're here to reduce their sentences, so hopefully they didn't kill anyone. I don't know. But like, why are they so crazy and aggressive and disgusting off the bat? I mean, okay. I mean, it seems like they don't care. Like, they come across as crazy criminals. And it's just like, okay, I guess that's your thing. Like, they're not trying to appear, you know, rehabilitated in any way. They're not trying to appear as though, like, you would want to reduce their sentences. They come across as really crazy and violent. And it's just like, okay, why would anyone want to set them free at any point at all, you know? I mean, at least two of them. There was one that was more quiet, but that doesn't mean anything. It could be extra dangerous. I'm just, like, wondering, like, why choose those three to reduce their sentences? Again, I don't know what crimes they committed. So hopefully it wasn't something too insane, because, I mean, they're willing to give them the opportunity to reduce their sentences. So I'm like, I hope you know what you're doing. He's from the surveillance, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is an interesting reunion for sure. And I was worried there was going to be like some kind of grudge, because, you know, when Jinwoo died, he was thinking particularly about Kim, and being like, yeah, you have a family, so do I, you know, like. But I mean, okay, obviously we can see that Kim is kind of contrite, and we saw him with his family, so of course that makes you kind of feel for him even more. And I mean, when Jinwoo was thinking those thoughts, he was in a very bad place, so he's still obviously affected by that, but seems like they can move past it. It seems like they're fine with, like, more or less, you know. It's kind of like their chance for all of them to kind of, I guess, redeem themselves in their own eyes, at least. Not that it's like, I mean, this isn't supposed to be, it's a D-rank dungeon, right? I think it isn't supposed to be anything too dramatic. I mean, obviously they don't want to face anything too dramatic, but it's like their way to, I guess, get back in the game, at least where Juhi's concerned. Because she can do a lot more if she's B rank, but she doesn't have the confidence to do more, and so she needs to build it up within herself. I mean, even before the trauma happened, like even before everything happened there, she was very, you know, cautious and scared and stuff. Which, you know, I'm not judging her for it all, but like, so like having that experience and then having like wanting to find like the willpower to come back and do better with herself, like actually be able to help and stuff, that's admirable. So I'm, you know, wishing her all the best, honestly. We'll see what happens in this dungeon. It's really interesting because we have this guy from the surveillance, you know, and like, I don't know what they expect Jinwoo to do, but he won't be able to go all out. So I wonder, he's just gonna, like, you know, pretend that he's helpless or something. Like, I mean, if it comes down to it and, you know, they need this help, then I'm sure that he will, I'm not sure. I think he will probably act, you know, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to be forced to kind of display his abilities. If it's going to be like another dungeon with a twist or something, you know, because that would be crazy. And then, you know, his secret will be out too. So I'm not sure where we're going with this, but we'll see. And also, Jinwoo agreed to the whole deal with, you know, the Eugene construction guild that they're building. But like, as this is happening, his father is still, like, Jinho's father is still trying to recruit and answering to be the guild master. So, I mean, I guess they have to work as fast as possible to get those, like, 19 raids and make him a guild master, I guess. Or at least, you know, prove to his dad that he can do it. And interestingly, about Jeju Island, like, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even remember, like, how it ended or anything, but yeah, they lost. And it was a tragedy, and they all have, like, they have this goal of, like, reclaiming that island, like, you know, going back there and fighting. Like, they've just sealed it off and left it there, and, like, the monsters are, like, I guess, just doing whatever they want over there. Like, the gate broke, I guess, and the monsters are just, like, infesting that island. So they need to clear it, basically. And no one has been able to do it. So, I mean, it's, yeah. It's like, it's interesting because we have like this sort of parallel between, you know, this hunter team, you know, that included a lot of S ranks who need to go back to this place where they failed. And here we have, you know, all those mostly all the survivors from the cave dungeon. Most of them just escaped, and it's in a way it's like they're, you know, facing their fears, going back to, like, not into the same dungeon, but going back into a dungeon. And, you know, like, it's all on a whole other level. Obviously we have like Jeju Island, which even the S ranks couldn't deal with, and, you know, and all these like mostly low ranked, you know, people. But I don't know, I just see the parallel there, so it's interesting. And obviously I'm expecting jinwoo at some point for people to start realizing, I guess, that he's that good. I don't know how that's going to go because he doesn't want to be found out, but we'll see. And then, you know, he'll be part of maybe the group that actually goes to Jeju Island. So that'll be interesting. I'm waiting to see what this dungeon has in store for us, but yeah, but as far as cliffhangers go, you know, it was a relatively tame one. Like, I don't know, because I feel like it would be too much if, like, this dungeon also turned out to be something crazy. It could be, though. We do have the prisoners, which are like this wild card thing. But, like, seriously, if these guys start, I don't know, going crazy in the dungeon or something, I mean, that would be really stupid. I think from their perspective, unless they don't care about actually getting reduced sentences, and from the perspective of those who let them, you know, out. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Running Tear, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, and Shadows Moon. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, who without their support, I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.